4M Dental Implant Center will help you. Call now for a free exam, x-rays, CT scan, and pay 0 interest for 1 year. Or pay as low as $199 per month. Call 844-4M-DENTAL.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Right now at 11, help can't come fast enough for people trapped, buried by snow. The situation growing dire as days go by, and the new warning to stay off the mountain. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. We're live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Giovanna Lotta. Relief has finally arrived. First responders and emergency crews share the progress they've made to help people stuck in our local mountains.
Eyewitness News reporter Leticia Juarez is live in San Bernardino with the very latest. Leticia?
Well, a press conference just wrapped up here. We heard from many of the stakeholders on this mountain rescue to get residents who want off the mountains and also get more information to residents who are trying to get back home to loved ones, especially as they remain trapped in their homes. This is what we're hearing. I'm just going to kind of break it down from you as we heard from each one of those stakeholders. The Sheriff's Department says that his dispatch office has fielded more than 1,200 calls for service, and today they'll be helping to escort food supplies up to the Stater Brothers in Arrowhead so that residents up there will have access to refueling and just getting some of the food supplies that they need. Deputies are also responding to service calls by utilizing snowcats to traverse the mountains on those impassable roads. Now, the San Bernardino County Fire also says it's responding to calls for service from evacuating residents who call who just say they want to leave their home, to also responding to emergency fire calls. They've also delivered emergency supplies to residents who are running out of different types of medications, such as diabetic medication. The National Guard, they say, is also being called in, but not as a service to drop supplies into the community. They say that the National Guard will be delivering a hand crew that will work alongside other firefighters as they go into communities to clear snow from driveways. Now, Public Works and Caltrans say they are prioritizing the roadways because they are trying to open up those transportation lifelines to get the emergency services in there to start digging those residents out. They also have a GIS map that is on the county website, San Bernardino County website, that residents could go and look at that map and see where the removal is taking place. In the meantime, the San Bernardino National Forest is temporarily closed for public safety until March 16th so that those emergency and residents can get in there to begin the digging out process. Now, we heard from San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Dykes as he spoke and had this message for residents.
You think that you may not see snow plows and a number of things. Folks, we're here for you. We're going to dig you out, and we are coming. We are making tremendous progress. I saw this from the air yesterday. The roads are being cleared. There are snow plows everywhere, and you are going to see direct relief coming to your doorsteps shortly.
Now, for residents who are below and waiting to get back up to their homes, especially on those highways, the 330 and Highway 18, the CHP telling us because of safety concerns, they are not going to be resuming escorts, probably not for the entire day. So I know that there are residents who are waiting at those areas, hoping that the closure will be lifted so they can return home. They say that's not likely to happen today as they continue with the snow removal and prioritizing those transports up there for residents who are trapped in their homes. Now, they say for any residents that are trapped in their homes, they're running out of food, who maybe have no heat or just want to leave their homes, they can call this number. It's the Mountain Hotline. It's 909-387-3911. Now, for any emergencies, though, they're asking residents to continue to call 911 if an emergency does arise. Reporting live here in San Bernardino, Leticia Juarez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Leticia, thank you so much. Escorts have stopped in the San Bernardino Mountains, leaving many residents stranded at the bottom of the mountain. Earlier this morning, officials were allowing escorts to go up the mountain. However, that's been put on pause until further notice. Yesterday, members of the California National Guard also arrived to help. Residents who have been stuck in their homes say the situation is becoming more dire.
We're starting to run out of food. This morning, we noticed a crack in the ceiling. And I just feel like I'm trapped here because I can't get my cars out.
Crews are working around the clock, as you've heard, to plow the area, but they warn it could take weeks to get things back to normal.
And as we've been saying, you might be thinking of trying to enjoy some of that snow this weekend, but Big Bear's mayor is asking people to stay away. He says the storm did not hit the city as hard as it did neighboring areas, but cleared, and essential convoys are using it to bring in supplies. He says even one accident could shut down the highway for days.
So we are starting to see some sunshine. So the question is, will the mountains get a break today? Let's go to Brianna Ruffalo and talk about today's forecast.
Yeah, good morning. Definitely getting a break today, so we're very happy about that. And hopefully they can make way there up into the mountain communities, because I know any talk of additional snow I know it's been really tough up there for those mountain communities, and that's what we are looking ahead to. But luckily, we do have a little bit of a break, and especially today, where temperatures are getting just slightly warmer, so it's going to be a nice afternoon, except for some of the coastline. Now, some of the coastal communities are going to be a little cooler, and that's because an onshore breeze is kicking up along the coast, and that's going to make those areas just a bit cooler. It's going to spin up a little bit of a marine layer, too. We're going to have an eddy that's going to spin up, and we will see some cloud coverage heading into the weekend. It's about 53 degrees over into Malibu. And then as we take you down into California Adventure, you see partly cloudy skies there. It's about 58 degrees. It's going to be a pretty nice afternoon, though. It will be the warmest day of the week. And then we have changes. Again, it shifts into the weekend where we have some chances, very small chances of some rain or some drizzle, and then a little bit of additional snow, too. We'll be talking more about that coming up in just a bit, guys. I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. The funeral mass for Bishop David O'Connell is just getting underway at the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels.
Eyewitness News reporter Annabelle Munoz is live in downtown Los Angeles with more on today's funeral mass. Annabelle.
Hi, Giovanna and Philip. People from all over have been arriving here for the Mass for Bishop O'Connell. I'm told that inside the cathedral here, there's roughly 3,500 people seated inside and about 500 standing. There's also this area over here for an overflow, and there's a couple hundred people outside. We've met with people who've come out to honor Auxiliary Bishop David O'Connell, who've known him over the years. Maybe they were parishioners who crossed paths with him, or other clergy who shared ministries with him. Right now, what I think that you're listening to is a hymn as this Mass is just beginning. Let's take a live look inside. Archbishop Jose Gomez is presiding over this Mass, while Father Jay Canane will be delivering the homily. And we understand that he actually met O'Connell in the 70s during seminary in Ireland, where O'Connell was born in 1953. As people have arrived, they have received a program, including an Irish blessing, and also several pictures of Bishop O'Connell. Here's what some of the people that we spoke with this morning shared with us.